In 1947, a Bedouin shepherd threw a stone into a cave in the Judean desert and heard something shatter. What he found inside would become one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in human history: the Dead Sea Scrolls. Over 900 documents. For 70 years, scientists studied every letter on every scroll, but they were asking the wrong questions. Because in 2020, a team of researchers extracted DNA from the parchment itself, the animal skin they were written on. And it changes everything. For decades, the leading theory was that a single community, the Essenes, lived here in isolation, copying and preserving these texts. But the DNA test would shatter that simple theory. Parchment is animal skin, and DNA can trace its origin. The results were shocking. Scrolls found together were made from animals raised hundreds of kilometers apart. Some were even cow parchment, and cattle couldn't survive in this harsh desert. Qumran wasn't an isolated monastery, it was a hub. This reframes the scrolls as the rescue collection of an entire civilization. Communities from across ancient Judea sent their most sacred texts to these remote caves for protection during times of war and upheaval. The DNA also revealed that two different fragments of the Book of Jeremiah came from different regions and had different text. One matched our modern Bible, the other was significantly shorter. This proves that multiple versions of biblical texts coexisted. It means that in the centuries before the Bible was finalized, there wasn't one Bible. There were multiple editions and textual traditions coexisting simultaneously across different Jewish communities. The Bible was assembled from a diverse sea of variation. Among the scrolls were texts like the Book of Enoch, which were treated as scripture then, but excluded later. DNA analysis shows these weren't quirky sect writings. They were mainstream, treasured by communities across Judea. The DNA test is a reminder that the Bible we have today is the result of human choices made in specific historical contexts. Certain texts were included, others excluded, not because they were wrong, but because they didn't fit the final canon. This mystery reconnects us to the people behind these texts, communities carrying their sacred writings through war and destruction, burying them in desert caves with the hope they'd be found. 2,000 years later, we found them. And their DNA is still speaking. If this is the kind of story you've been looking for, the history behind the history, then you're in the right place. This is Echoes of Antiquity Untold. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you in the caves.